Let's go!
This is probably some of the biggest news that we've been waiting for. One of the biggest things that could have happened. And I can't tell you how excited I am because this is the direction that I think they should have taken. I almost wish that Evo would have lit the fire under the asses of all these developers so much that their netcode is such a problem that international play is going to be so severely compromised because of the lack of effort from devs. I almost wanted that to be a reality. Instead, it seems that that isn't the reality. Evo has actually taken the very smart approach and not making all these devs look bad. And I almost wish they did. I almost wish we were going to make these guys look bad. So of course, we already announced that Evo's going online. The official announcement. 5 fucking weekends. I still don't understand. So all these are, so here we go. An interesting note here. The official lineup of Evo, right? They said that this is going to have special exhibitions and content for the original lineup, right? Content means trailers, straight up. We're talking about trailers. That's what is going to be happening for a lot of these games. There's going to be trailers for almost everything that's going to be happening. But there's a very interesting thing missing. Smash Brothers is gone. Smash is no longer a part of the official lineup at Evo. And well, what does special exhibitions mean? Are they gonna have like limited people, right? They're gonna get the best players to maybe show up in one place, test them all for COVID, and then have them play and record it or something like that? Or are we actually going to do special exhibitions of online tournaments for these players and have them play close to each other where, you know, the delay-based netcode might not be as bad? The other interesting thing is that Marvel 2 is still technically on here. It's right here. The Evo Tournament of Champions is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So unless the Tournament of Champions switched to another game, which I did not hear, Marvel 2 is the Tournament of Champions. So there's a lot that we don't know here. So I don't get that explicitly. But I will say, there's no direct confirmation of what this exhibition is going to be for these games. It might be online, it might not. The big thing is that these games are going to be played in some way at the highest level, in some way, but I think the best way they could do it is with social distancing, right? Like they can still have a tournament with the best players in the world, and then make that a tournament, right? Let's move on. Yeah, we're still going to see the highest level of competition for these games. But there's not going to be a big tournament. There's not going to be a big open tournament, which is the whole point of Evo. Instead, big open tournaments for this, which is smart. For this, oh God! All of these games are games that we recommended they should put in because they are recent good netcode games. And obviously Skullgirls. Mike Z did it. Mike Z's, what feels like for 10 years, him trying to get Skullgirls into Evo, it happened. It happened. Killer Instinct is back. Mortal Kombat 11 is in Evo because it was weird that it was out of Evo for some reason. But I think desperate times sort of call for like desperate measures, and whether or not WB was doing their own esports thing, right? Shit changed. Things changed. Now all these games that feature fantastic online, this is open online tournaments. This is the same way that Evo conducts itself in Vegas, but online. And the only way that's possible, you're still not gonna get the highest quality connections with everybody, right? That's seriously going to happen. You're gonna have some funky connections, but considering the fact that it's an online tournament makes that crazy. An online tournament at this level, with this much competition, it's gotta be fucking nuts. Like, this shit is going to be absolutely ballistic. Like, this is gotta be fucking crazy. And the cool part is that all these games have very good tools to spectate, you know? All these games have the ability for you to spectate and visually soak in all of its gameplay pretty damn well. And they did exactly what they should do. And I'm actually really looking forward to all these games and online tournaments. I really am. Power Rangers not making it in does kind of suck, but I think Power Rangers not officially being here is due to some like rights, because Power Rangers as a product is not available in every nation in the world. Like, you can't actually buy Power Rangers in certain parts of the world. I think no Power Rangers, even though it does have good netcode and it does have good lobbies, is actually down to a licensing thing with like Sentai characters. You can't have a global tournament officially with like things that are half owned by Hasbro and half owned by like Saban or whoever the hell else owns it. Like the rights are split between, you got to get the licensing agreements of all these people to agree with each other. Like it's a fucking nightmare. It's like some Tatsunoko versus Capcom nightmare. Oh, is it Toei as well? They're notorious, dude. Jesus. So wait a minute. It's going to last throughout the entire month of July, and it's going to go into the beginning of August. I have a big issue is that my child is being born. My first child is going to be born around this time frame. The fact that it's going to be split up, I think, is cool. We're going to get like 5 weekends of EVO. That's actually kind of sick. That means we're probably going to get potentially 5 weekends of announcements at EVO. So that's cool. Depending on what happens here and here, I might miss some parts of it. But still, that's an interesting way to approach this, because you're not going to be able to run all these like exhibitions and online tournaments like at the same time, you know? That's the issue of having a delay-based childbirth. Yeah, we're bound to that. We're bound to a delay-based childbirth. There's not much we can do about it. But the cool part is that EVO is going to keep its tradition, right? The whole point of EVO is that it's an open tournament. We're not going to get that for the core games, right? You're not going to get the open tournament for any of these games. In fact, I think there's still going to be prize pools and exhibitions for these. I honestly feel that they should do these in like an event arena. Maybe not at Vegas, but they can still do this in some dude's garage or some shit. Get the best players of all these games and get them to compete with each other with limited groups, right? With limited like pandemic issue stuff. I would actually prefer to see these games played in an offline setting, just with less people, instead of them being played online, even with proximity-based matchmaking. I think that would still suck. Get these guys to play in a McDonald's or some shit, right? Go to an arcade. To have it take place in some cool-ass arcade like Galloping Ghost. I don't know. Like, go back to the history of some of these titles and where they came from and where EVO came from. Just do it with limited capacity, right? Limited people that play for these games. I think that'd be a good idea. But the point is that this is not going to be an open tournament. We do not know if these are going to be online. But then the games that are online are obviously the ones that feature much better. Fucking KI came back, dude. Maybe, just maybe, this can be the thing. Killer Instinct comes back to blow people away with its crazy-ass characters and gameplay after being gone from EVO for 3 years. So it was 2014, 2015, 2016. That's the 3 years KI was at EVO. And then 2017 was the last World Cup. That's what it was. Yeah, 2017 was the World Cup. It'll have been 4 years since KI has been at EVO. And funny enough, even in those 4 years, Killer Instinct has still got some of the best online of any of these games and still a big-ass community. Like I said, even today, you can jump into ranked in KI and still get matched up with people pretty fast. Are they going to be really good or really bad? Is there a variety of skill levels? There actually is. There's still a shit ton of people. I watch people play Killer Instinct, still the best KI players in the world, right? And they still say that ranked is sweaty as shit on KI. To actually get those ranked stars, to make it to the top killers every single month, is still sweaty as shit. There's still people out there that are playing the shit out of Killer Instinct. And the whole point is that even though people jump off of KI and go to other games, a lot of people end up coming back to Killer Instinct. So that's cool. That's cool that there's still incredibly high-level competition played at this game all the goddamn time. That shit's gonna be a war zone. Just knowing KI, that shit's gonna be a war zone. It's gonna be crazy, and you're gonna have a lot of people that are used to playing Killer Instinct online, that are used to dealing with that shit. Last time I played KI competitively was like 2013, 2014. KI has changed dramatically since I worked on it like full time in 2014 and beyond to try to like even get good at this game. This game is shockingly difficult to be good at. Insanely difficult to actually be good at. Knowing that there's gonna be that many people that are that good at KI is gonna be fucking nuts. I love the fact that KI is back. I love it. I think all these games deserve an absolute fair shot, but if there's one game that if there's a few games that I always would say that I am going to be the champion of, it's going to be, personally, Killer Instinct and Marvel vs. Capcom. No matter what. They're my favorite fighting games, like, ever. I think it's awesome that all these other fighting games are, even MK11, I think, deserve this, even though I don't like MK11. Gameplay-wise, I think this game absolutely deserves to be at this EVO because it does have good online. Games like Fighting Herds being new and, like, have established fan bases and are clearly great games, right? like Skullgirls and Fighting Herds share a lot of similarities because they are on the same engine, they're using the same netcode, all that stuff. Then they have their established fan bases, right? They have their fan bases, and I think it's great to see fan bases get their comeuppance, right? I think that's exactly what EVO should be about. These games that are fun as hell, have their established communities. For me personally, there are big Mortal Kombat people to champion Mortal Kombat. There are going to be Fighting Herds champions, people that love the crap out of this game. There are always going to be Skullgirls champions and the people like Wooly and everybody that just love Skullgirls to death. And I've played all of these games enough over the years to get my perspective, and I just, goddamn, dude, the fact that KI came back is amazing. What I do appreciate is that seemingly Marvel is not lost. This is still here. Marvel is not gone. We still have the Tournament of Champions, which is seemingly Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And if this is anything to lead up to, these 5 weekends and special exhibitions and content, I'm pretty sure this means like trailers for almost all these games, I think that's gonna be pretty exciting for all fighting games, and maybe not even just the ones here, maybe just new games that they're gonna tease for the next gen. So I think I'm even more excited for EVO than I was before.